You're listening to the Heroes Power Hour presented by BlizzPro.com. Your host, Balrog Fan VP, and co-host, Zexorus and DJ Tyrant.
How's it going? We've changed formats a little bit here. I'm going to be hosting moving forward for a little while, trying to fill in the mighty shoes of Twiz and get things going. You'll recognize one face, Jimmy, DJ Tyrant. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
I think we're doing good, and we got a brand new person here. He's our Blizz Pro member, Zex. Zex, tell everybody.
Hi everyone, how are you?
Yes, so Twiz is on hiatus, so we're going to try to move forward and march on and soldier on with the show the way that you guys have come to know and love it, I hope, and yeah. So, DJ, what'd you do this week in games? Like, did you get a chance to play any heroes, or...?
I played a little bit of Heroes, because I played with Eldorian GR, the owner of BlizzPro.com, when he was doing his 24-hour stream. And I played with you, I think, a bit when you were on your 24-hour stream as well.
Yeah.
That was pretty much all the heroes I got with all the holidays going on and all sorts of other stuff going on. But it was fun. I didn't really take it too seriously and kind of just not joked around, but played around some. So it was fun.
Yeah. I definitely enjoyed and appreciated you coming out. Willie, I know you were there too. What else? I mean, you're a Heroes fanatic. What did you do?
I actually played a bit with Eldorian as well, and I think poor Charlie got exposed to my Angry Nova that night.
Yeah, that was.
JR definitely got exposed to my Angry Nova, which I only play when I'm incredibly irritated. And I just yell at everybody the whole time.
Yeah, you're not a happy person when you're... Like, if you pick Nova, I basically know that I should probably not troll you anymore. Because you're already on edge, and I like having you around, so I don't want you to quit on me.
No, that's you don't have to worry about me quitting, it's just how high can my anger reach. And then we did some custom games with Rommel doing a kickball draft, and for some reason they picked no CC, and they let me pick Chen twice.
Oh, I'm sure that was fun.
Oh, that was an entertaining game.
Guys, if you're fighting Chen, get some CC.
But how about you, Charlie? How was your week in games?
I did a 24-hour stream for my friend's wife who has a rare form of leukemia. We were trying to raise money for her. I think we ended on $195, but I only lasted 19 hours. I straight up wussed out on those last 5, so I owe 5 more that I'm probably going to do over the weekend at some point. I don't know. I'm just always so busy with stuff, it feels like, but I definitely had a blast with you guys. Like, everybody who came out and played with me, I really enjoy it. Like, Stutter and I just did some crazy stuff, like, the whole night, like, just not PG things to say on a stream, but, you know, my stream's marked for mature audiences, so people know what they're getting into.
That was where the go deep philosophy, the new go deep meta.
Yeah. Basically, the meta now that we've discovered while we were playing is like, if you think you've dived too deep, you haven't. You need to go deeper. Always go deeper. If you pick heroes who can go deep, and then have Tassadar shield them. And surprisingly, it worked more often than it failed, so it was pretty fun.
It's because people aren't expecting it. They're just like, "Whoa, what is going on here?"
These guys are really aggressive. What are we doing? That Chen will not leave us alone. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I discovered that I love pairing your Chen Zex with my Tassadar. That is that's a blast. And that was pretty much it. I mean, the stream went great, and I played games here and there. I actually played around with Murky today, which, I mean, people who know me know I hate Murky with a passion. So I've just kind of embraced the hate at this point and let it flow through me. So yeah, we got Well, it sounds like everyone had a pretty good week. A heavy Heroes week for a lot for a lot of people because of the holidays and whatnot. Plenty of time to play.
Hmm.
All right, well, guys, I mean, we've got a new map. We've got Cho'Gall, and Cho'Gall's been around a little while now. What, like 2 weeks? New map, about a week.
Yeah.
And Jimmy, what are your thoughts? Like, I mean, it just seems like there's been a lot of changes to the Heroes experience for most players, and I'm just curious what you think about Cho'Gall and the new map.
Yeah, Cho'Gall. I really liked him at first, and he's a lot of fun. He's definitely a lot of fun to play, but it's kind of an awful experience if you're either playing against him or you're on a team with a Cho'Gall. Because as soon as that Cho'Gall dies, you're down 2 heroes, which is just awful. It makes you feel completely useless as a team when you lose a Cho'Gall. But their power is pretty good, and like you were saying in the pre-show, it's going to be really cool if we see a professional team kind of take hold of Cho'Gall and really show what can be done with this hero, because some really crazy stuff can be done with this hero. Even in some of my quick match games, I've seen Gall's hero damage just get out of control, and he's a really good hero, but the skill cap, just like when we were talking about Medic, I feel like the skill cap is really, really high. As far as the new map, I really, really like it. I think it's good to have something completely different. Well, not completely, but very different from what we're used to. Not being able to attack the core directly kind of changes the whole pace and flow of the game. And I don't want to take Zex's points away from him because I know he's going to talk about this map. But it can change how you draft for that map if you're going into a Hero League game like that. And so it'll be really interesting to see how that affects drafts. And then also, we didn't really mention this, but all the scaling changes came along with this as well when Cho'Gall came out, which changes the early game dramatically. And I think you see that most on maps like Cursed Hollow and the new map as well.
Yeah, and we talked about it a little bit, not last week because we didn't have a show, but the previous week, where like there's just this sort of like early aggression that's possible now. That's not really like it's just different. Like you can be very aggressive early and get kills that tend to reward you a little more. And I'm definitely in favor of that. I like the idea of needing to play a little safer while coordinating your team efforts early more often. And to your point about pro players picking him, I mean, imagine the crowd. Like, how hyped they get for, like, a Murky pick. Cho'Gall is just going to, like, basically blow the roof off of a place one day.
It most definitely will, and I hope I'm there to see it.
Right. Willie, what about you? Cho'Gall first.
Cho'Gall is a lot of fun.
He is.
But he's destroyed Quick Match. He has absolutely obliterated Quick Match. You cannot play a Quick Match game and hope to God that Cho'Gall, or at least the Cho, is competent.
I feel like it's been a snowball effect. Like Medic, then Artanis, then Cho'Gall. It's like the perfect storm of heroes who need to be on a specialized team that everybody wants to play, and they don't really mesh well together as a team.
But see, even with like Artanis and the Medic, you can still get some value out of them. If you get a bad Cho'Gall, it's pretty much game over right out of the gate. Like you're like, you know.
Well, you could say the same thing for Abathur, though. I would say.
But still, you've got 4 bodies on the field. You lose you get a stupid Cho'Gall, you're going to constantly be down two people.
That's true.
That's a tank and that's damage. And from what DJ said, it's a lot of damage. Like his damage scaling is just absolutely absurd.
It's bonkers.
He's like the Santa Claus of hero damage. Just chucking bolts out at all the little boys and girls. But if you get a bad Cho, then none of that means nothing, you know. So like, but I'm with DJ on this. once there's a pro team that picks it and plays it well, it will be the most hyped thing you've ever watched.
And I think
Because
go ahead.
because the pro level play will just set it on a new level, and then it will ruin quick match even more.
Your audio's going a little bit wonky there. I'll just say, like, I agree, and I think, like, I don't know, like, once Cho'Gall gets picked and is put on that grand stage, you're going to see more of them, but hopefully, like, with most heroes, people will get a better idea of how to play them, too. And I think even, like, rank mode right now, if you build around Cho'Gall and you have two people that know what they're doing, he's dangerous. His early siege is absolutely absurd. The way he can take down towers and bully a lane it's scary.
Yeah.
What about
absolutely
the new map? Where
I'm on the fence about the new map. I like
Yeah.
it. I like the new concept it brings. I don't know if I personally like it yet. It's not my favorite map. I'm a sucker for Cursed Hollow. Like,
Yeah.
I would, if that was the only map in Heroes, I'd be perfectly content.
Yeah,
But-
you're a Dota player. You like the traditional, like, sort of get in there and fight each other and take down the lanes.
Yeah, but the new map, like, kind of sets that on its head a bit, and it kind of brings a new meta into the mix, where I feel like Invis heroes are really strong on that map,
Yeah.
because if you've got a good cloak hero player, they're not gonna really know where you are, and so that sets up team fights away from objectives while you snatch those towers out from under them. Like, it's not about, you could be 3 levels down and still win that map.
Mhm.
Whereas if it's like Sky Temple or something like that, like, you don't have you don't really have a chance. You're just going to get bullied out of those areas. But on that map, I feel like the Invis heroes have a huge advantage. I've stolen a number of towers just by playing Nova.
Yeah. I've had wild
So-
success with, like, Asmodan on that map. Like, just like, okay, you're not paying attention to me? Laser on your tower.
Yeah, and those towers go down deceptively quick too. Like,
Yeah.
maybe
I mean-
the health is different on them, but, like, it just feels like it's a really small map.
Mhm.
You know, because you don't have that keep tier.
Yeah, there's
Gates.
once
no
the
keeps.
gates are gone, the towers are just exposed, and you can't go to the core. So yeah, you're fighting in that, like, rectangle basically the entire time, and it's interesting. And the thing I find most interesting about that map, honestly, is, like, how, like, you can get an objective, you can wipe a team, and have nothing to do. Like, if camps are down and, like, you've already got, like you can go to a tower or something, but if the walls are still up and stuff, and, like, you wipe a team, usually, like, you push something out and you get an objective or whatever. But sometimes, like, you wipe an entire team, you're just like, what do we do now? There's nothing to channel. We already got boss. I guess we just back off, or So it can be interesting.
Yeah.
DJ, have you had any success with, like, certain hero? Like, what do you think about the heroes on that map? Like, who would you, like, if you got first pick of any hero, who would you take in that map and feel like ready to go with?
Ooh, first pick of any hero. Yeah, like Zex was saying, the stealth heroes, like, I feel like that helps so much with interrupting any of the channeling on the, what are they, temples or shrines or whatever they are.
Yeah.
But yeah, them and anybody with some sort of global that can interrupt, like even Artanis to an extent, I feel like is strong on that map, just because it's a little bit easier for him to interrupt. But yeah, and we didn't even mention the Shadow brought this up in chat. If you haven't joined us before, twitch.tv/BlizzPro Tuesday night 7 p.m. Make sure to join us.
That's Pacific time, 10 Eastern.
Pacific time, Eastern, 10 Eastern. But yeah, there's this teleportation device in the center of the map that opens up, 12 minutes into the map or something like that? I forget what exactly triggers it, but...
I believe that's the timer, yes.
But yeah, if from your base you can teleport to the center of the map, so I mean that really initiates really quick, just quick responses to the shrines, because I think that the exit point on that teleportation thing is like right by pretty much every shrine, or really close at least. But yeah, I haven't played enough to know specifically the heroes that would be perfect on that. Snuggy is saying Malfurion, and I tend to agree because of his route, and not because I really like Malfurion.
Yeah, sure. But I agree. I think Malfurion's a great support on that map, and I've got 3 heroes who are, I think, really get an advantage on that map. One is Gazlowe. I mean, these type of maps always scream Gazlowe. If you have to fight on a certain point a lot of times, especially in a small space, Gazlowe is annoying as hell to deal with the turrets, with the grab-a-bomb combo. It's a nightmare. The other 2 I say who would really benefit from playing on this map, just because they're specialists and they're different. Lost Vikings really benefit from that sewer. Like, if you die, you don't have to run back, and how small the lanes are, and how often like lanes go unsoaked. I feel like the Lost Vikings are pretty strong there, and the same goes for Sergeant Hammer. Like, if she's kind of in the Gazlowe / Lost Vikings camp, where if she dies or needs to go back to base, she has a quick route right back into the thick of things. And also, if she sets up early and gets good positioning on these objective fights, she's really good. Like, having that sewer, like, you got to think, like, okay, who doesn't normally get to mount up and run right back into the fight? You got Falstad, you got Lost Vikings, you got Sergeant Hammer, and they really benefit from that, I think, because we haven't seen a mechanic like that.
Yeah, and I actually haven't played Lost Vikings on this map yet, so now I'm actually, now that you brought up that point about the teleportation thing, I'm totally intrigued by playing Lost Vikings on this map now.
Piqued Jimmy's interest there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, anybody got anything they want to throw in about Cho'Gall or the new map or anything before we, I mean, I personally, I love the new map. I like Cho'Gall to an extent. Like, I think you guys nailed it. He's a nightmare in Quick Match. Quick Match is quickly approaching a period where we need to know what map we're playing and we need to draft, because you can't do this anymore. You can't just like go, okay, I want to play Tassadar today. Oh, good, I'm the only support and they got a Rhaegar.
Yeah.
I want to play a tank. Oh, good, there's 2 more tanks. That's awesome. I want to play Nova. Oh, good, we're all assassin. Like, there's just too much stuff going on right now that creates these disparities. And it's not that you can't win with these teams. It doesn't feel good. And I know, like, Blizzard doesn't like that. They, you know, Browder's famous thing is bad, will fix, you know? Like, we need more.
This is bad. Please fix it.
Sorry.
Yeah, is bad. Please fix. We need more of that, like, soon, because Quick Match it's becoming an exercise in patience more often than not, and it's so random. Willie, you look like you had something you wanted to throw in about Chol or the new map?
You actually touched on what I was going to say. Please introduce a draft mode for Quick Match. It's needed at this point, especially with Cho'Gall getting in there, because it's like there's no time for discussion like there is in Hero League. Like, you can talk somebody out of picking Cho'Gall, and if they don't, you can just take the rank hit and quit out.
Or you can at least know, like, okay, this guy's committed to Cho'Gall. I'm gonna pick to play with that. Like, that's always been my philosophy. Like, if people are gonna make bad calls and insist on doing them, I'm at least gonna follow them to that, because if it pays off, we might win. You know?
I mean, it's always better in a game, I feel like, if half your team is going for, say, a core push or something, and you're like, oh, I think that's a terrible idea, you go farm up camps, it's better for you to just go as a whole team than to split up, and potentially the right play ends up being what loses you the game.
Right. And yeah, that's a perfect way to put it. Like, it's easy to see other people, like, watch other, like, a lot of people fall into the trap of watching, like, a pro player team or watching the majors or whatever, the championships, and going, yeah, we should play like that. And then, like, they follow those strategies to the letter despite, like, what's going on with the rest of the team. Like, this is a team game. You work with your team first and foremost.
And also, guys, it's December, and Browder said there's going to be improvements to matchmaking before the end of the year.
Any day.
Any day now.
Any day, Browder. Please, come on. Throw us a freaking bone, man. This is getting brutal.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, so, I mean, we said our piece. I really feel like there needs to be changes to Quick Match, though, because no one is... I can't find one person who's like, yeah, I love playing Quick Match. This is awesome right now. Like, everyone's sort of like, this doesn't feel good. I'm going to go play Ranked or get 4 of my friends to play with me because this is awful. So, yeah... I don't know. Hopefully they'll fix that, and I think it's just been the perfect storm. You got a map that's completely unique. You got a hero that's completely unique. You got a tank that's more of a bruiser. You've got a healer that's more of like a focused one-target specialized healer with a high skill cap. All those things being introduced together within like, what, a month and a half's time? It's just turned Quick Match on its head. So, hopefully it'll be fixed. Anyways, Black Friday sale. That was pretty awesome. DJ Willie first. What did you buy anything for the Black Friday sale?
Not yet. I plan on probably picking up that 360-day stim pack.
You're gonna buy that?
I think I might. I might buy that just because, like, a 30-day stim pack is $10. So that just kind of says value long term to me. Like, I can get $60 worth of gold out of that. So, but like everything else, nothing really perked my interest. Like, I'm not real big on skins that much. Mounts, not so much. I mean, I see the value in them. Like, if I was more interested in the skins than I was the heroes, then I would absolutely go for that. But,
I felt such a disappointment with that stim pack because they said, oh yeah, deeply discounted 360-day stim pack. I'm thinking, okay, cool, yeah, like $30, $25 maybe even, 35, whatever. You know, I was thinking it was going to be like, you know, a 75% off type deal. Instead, they just kind of plop it out as a 50% off thing. I'm like, I don't really want to spend $60 on a stim pack when $60 will buy me a brand new game in pretty much any format of gaming.
Yeah, if you go over to the Steam sale, it gets you like 50 games.
Yeah. I mean, if you go to Steam with $60, basically you can buy enough games to play up until your funeral. So,
yeah.
Mean, especially on Black Friday.
Flame does bring up a good point that 50% off is... I mean, it's still 50% off, which is pretty good. And the math is you're getting 6 months of free stim packs. And it's just like... like you guys basically talked about, it's a value proposition between spending $60 for something that'll benefit you for 360 days or not. Like, and if you go back in the archives of Heroes of the Storm.blizpro.com, Alebeard broke down how much you need to play to really get the value out of the stim pack. And I feel like it's even at half off, it's still going to be hard for people to really get the full value out of it, except for people who play a lot, like Zex.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. I think I wish I had more time to just play Heroes all the time, but yeah, it's probably not something I'm going to buy. A couple of the skins I'm eyeing and the mounts, for whatever reason, I'm like a mount collector in this game, so I'll probably end up buying all of the mounts that I don't have. And I'm also considering buying the heroes I don't have. I think I have 6 or 7 heroes that I don't own currently. So
did you buy anything yet?
I have not bought anything yet from the Black Friday sale. So this is all
2 people
thinking about it.
I'm so disappointed in both of you. Like,
I can't buy any more heroes.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I own every hero except Artanis, and I did buy the Welcome Back bundle or whatever it's called, where I got, because I still needed the Reindeer mount, I still needed Grandfather Rhaegar, I still needed the Wintervale Jaina, and the Lunar Tiger was a part of that. So I thought it was cool, like, getting a chance to buy those kind of, I mean, to steal league term stuff that gets put away in the vault, so.
Yeah,
I was
that's actually a
happy to
good
get that.
good idea.
I like there's plenty of skins I still want, and I don't know that I want to buy them, but 50% off of every skin. I think this is just it's so cool. Like most MOBA or team brawlers or whatever you want to call it they don't do this. They don't put everything on sale at once, and especially like when you can I don't know, pick something that you really like. Like, I want Marshall Rayner. I might still buy that.
I forgot that was a thing. Now you're making me think about that. Now, the only thing is I wish I had waited to buy the Tassadar skin, the Mecha Tassadar skin.
Mecha Tassadar, yeah.
Because I got it when it was on a weekly sale, and it was only like 25% off. And I was like, whatever, this won't ever get discounted ever again. Little did I know there was a thing called Black Friday.
Yeah, I liked it for like for filling out like certain spots that I was missing. Like, because I like to play every hero in a way that when I pick their skin or their mount, I want them to feel like it kind of gels, Like, so I don't have a Rayner skin, and I kind of really like Marshall Rayner. There's a few others here and there, but mainly I think the main thing I still need to get is Marshall Rayner.
Yeah.
Really? It looked like you were going to say something.
Didn't have anything to say.
Oh, no, my bad. I'm going to learn
why,
those cues.
I don't know why I own the Lunar Chen skin, and I wish I could get 50% of my money back, because I think it's a stupid skin. I hate that skin. Have I told you guys I hate that skin?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know what other skin you hate, too, that I love. It's the Master Nova skin.
Oh god, it's so stupid!
I love Master Nova. That's
why look at me, I got laser hair.
GTFO, sir. I mean, well, to be fair though, Willie is a renowned roller derby person, so it's hard for him to get away from roller derby Nova. I would imagine. Am I right?
You are correct.
Okay, so look, you're a niche market. They hit it perfectly for you. So I understand why you don't like that sweet Master Skin Nova, because you already got the perfect skin.
That I will admit, that's the reason I ever wanted to get into Heroes, was because they had that Nova roller derby skin. And
look, here you are now on a show talking Heroes, all because they managed to cater to the very small roller derby crowd.
Right.
Good job, Blizzard. Good on you.
Answering Flame on in chat, he talked about how he doesn't want to play Nova to 10 to get that skin. Oddly enough, Nova was the first character I got to level 10, and that was actually in Alpha.
Me?
It was in
I've
Alpha.
I've never seen you play Nova. Okay, that makes sense.
No, like literally, I have not played her since Alpha, since getting her to level 10, pretty much.
Oh wow,
that's awesome.
I got her to level 8 and then promptly stopped. And I think the first hero I got to level 10 was like Uther.
Yeah. Hey, it's Twiz. Twiz is here in the chat. Twiz, we love you, brother.
Twiz,
we're trying our best. Get off our backs, sir. We know. It's awful. Twiz didn't say anything like that. I just assume that's what he's thinking.
He won't say it publicly.
That's true. He will say it privately, though, to all of us. Via text message.
He doesn't have my number. Well, I gave him my number, but
that's good. I'll forward you his feedback. It's angry. Just kidding. Twiz is awesome. I wish he could still do this, because I like this is going okay, I feel. But yeah, it's different. It's different to be in his feet and or in his shoes. And what he does is not easy, folks. Just jumping in and hosting something is tough. So forgive me if I stumble and I'm not Twiz. Anyways, we're going to probably try... Zex has an idea for a new segment called Fail of the Week. Zex, why don't you go ahead and tell us what you're thinking about that?
All right. So have you ever been on a team and something has gone just absolutely perfectly horribly wrong? Like... your Zeratul gets a great Void Prison, but your Zagara thinks that's also the time to drop a Maw, while at the same time, your Nova thinks, hey, I'm going to Precision Strike this. We want to see that. we want you guys to send us your best fails. Yes. And we will put them on, and we will all have hearty laughs together.
Yes.
So, do we know where we're sending these clips just yet?
I would think we would send them to DJ Tyrant, maybe, or you. Just throw out your email.
My email? All right. You can send it to zexorus@hotmail.com. And what we're looking for is a time code for where the fail starts and what's going on in the fail. So we will have it for... messing me up.
Yeah.
I calling Zex out in chat.
Actually, no. That's okay. So here's an example. When I was talking about doing those custom games with Rommel earlier, I was playing Chen, and I was going by the "Let's go deep" philosophy.
Right, you go deep.
So I am flip kicking Aya, right? As he's crossing a gate, where I land, I am now stuck in the gate. I cannot move.
Yeah, good. That's where Chen should be.
Oh, in the wall?
Yeah, Chen belongs in the wall.
Oh my god! But that is the kind of stuff. Weird failures. That's what we're looking for. That's what we want to put on display for everyone to watch. If you think you've got a really hilarious fail, a bad combo, anything, send it to us. We'll be happy to put it on for you guys.
And I just want to tell people, like, we'll submit our own. Like, we're not... this isn't to make fun of people. This is just to kind of point out silly stuff that can happen when people play Heroes. I don't want people to think, like, oh, that was kind of funny, but I want to send it in because they'll make fun of me. It's not like that.
Yeah, we're not above making fun of ourselves.
Right.
Like, I will totally throw that Chen clip in there because that was hilarious.
If we don't get anything, that'll be next week. But we encourage you to go ahead and send us those replays. Link it to us. And it looks like we might get a official BlizzPro email set up. But for now, send them to zexorus@hotmail.com. That's ZEXOUROUS. Or no, I'm sorry. ZEXEROUS. Yeah, no.
ZEXEROUS.
I nailed it. Later.
Hotmail, MAIL, not MALE.
Yes. Despite being a Hotmail, he is having a Hotmail address. It's
man.
So yeah, I think that could be pretty fun, and it encourages people to come out to chat and check it out, because mostly we're an audio podcast, but if you're in chat, you get to see our lovely faces, our stupid mannerisms, all kinds of things that we do that you're just missing out on if you're not in chat. So definitely come join us in chat and look at those fails of the week. But we'll do a good job of describing what's going on for the audio people. Don't worry, guys. This won't be a video only kind of thing. Anyways, we got a new segment that we tried out 2 weeks ago, our last show. It's called What's Hot on Reddit. And basically we just go into Reddit and we kind of try to figure out, like, what the hell are people talking about? What's the community interested in right now? What's the big deal? And right now there is actually a pretty big deal. I've labeled it the Battle of Stormbot. And it's a link from idigitaltimes.com, and you can find it on Reddit. It is the highest rated or most talked about topic, most voted about topic. And what's basically happening right now with this is that there is a company in Germany that made a thing that buddy bots that enable players to cheat in games like Warcraft, Heroes of Storm, and Diablo. And especially in Heroes of Storm, it's a bot called Storm Buddy. And the article doesn't go into the exact details of what Storm Buddy does, but it does allow players to cheat, and Blizzard wasn't happy about it. And what happened is a third party basically ratted them out, and Blizzard took control of the third party gave Blizzard like the code for this, and Blizzard shut it down, as far as I understand. Am I wrong here?
I don't think it's shut down yet. I do think they are in the process of litigation now.
Okay.
But there's been no injunction against Storm Buddy.
Well, what's happening is the company that made Stormbot is basically suing Blizzard now, saying, like, you took our intellectual property without permission. Like, we own this. You can't just take it. And I just find it so interesting because it's like, hey, we created this product and it's ours. It allows us to cheat in your company's game, which is your product, but it still belongs to us. So give it back or we're going to take money from you. And Blizzard's saying, no, we own this game. You can't just outright cheat in our game. Like, that's crap. Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
non-legalese terms. That's me. Yeah.
I feel like it's such a hard thing to prove, to be like, oh, Blizzard took our code for cheating in their games. It's against their end user license agreement, which arguably is not the greatest legal document, but that's a whole nother show we could go on. Granted, I'm not a legal person. I don't have a legal background, so this is just all speculation. As a big fan of Blizzard, but I think they're well within their right to have the moral high ground here, just because I appreciate what Blizzard does to try to keep their games as fair as possible. And especially something like Heroes of the Storm, which is a competitive online game. You don't want to get beat by someone cheating. You want to get beat by someone who just played better than you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's understandable. My whole beef with this situation is how Blizzard obtained the code. Like, if Blizzard had done it, quote, the normal way, and just filed an injunction on them, and had gone around essentially legally beating them,
right?
to
If they jumped through all the hoops.
It's this weird instance of they got that code through a third party, which makes me think that they what was the company's name again? It was Storm Boss Buddy or something like that. Bossland.
Yeah.
That makes me think they might actually win this. It's a very small shot, and I love you, Blizzard, but like they went around it the wrong way, which makes me think that Bossland could actually win this. Like,
well,
now
the thing
Blizzard's
that really confuses me is, how does like a global company like Blizzard sue? Like, okay, Blizzard is based in America, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How does that like interact with the laws of copyright versus what's okay in Germany and Europe? You know, like, that's something that's just way over my head. And if anybody can tell us, that'd be great, because I don't know like what kind of court system they go through, what kind of like actions are taking place for what is considered legal and what isn't. Like, is there a difference between what's okay where Bossland operates versus what's okay versus Blizzard operate? I mean, there's so many like interesting questions that pop up from this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are, and I don't really know any of the answers to that. That's why I'm glad you brought this case to my attention, because I'm really curious about how this is going to play out. This kind of smells like the old emulator wars from the late 90s, early 2000s.
That's a great example.
When the major game companies were suing people who were making emulators, and basically it played out, and the ruling was emulators are legal, the ROMs are not.
Right.
So,
and you can only use a digital copy of something if you have a physical copy of something.
Nope.
Oh, that's not even legal?
That's
wow.
not even, no.
That was my understanding of it. So, yeah, basically.
That is incorrect.
Everybody watching, I don't own any ROMs or emulators, so.
What are those?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what those are. I mean, I assumed it was legal to use them as long as you own a physical copy of them, but that was just my basic understanding. That doesn't mean I actually play ROMs or emulators. Did I cover my bases? I hope so. Yeah,
I think you got it.
Yeah.
You forgot the.
I'll expect an
Millennium
injunction from Nintendo very soon.
You forgot the DMCA disclaimer.
Individuals of BlizzPro.com do not represent BlizzPro.com itself.
Very fair. Very fair. Blizzard basically came out in a statement to Kotaku, a company representative from Blizzard said...
Wait, hold on. Did you call it Kotaku?
Kotaku?
Is that how you say it?
No, Kotaku. Like otaku.
Jim,
Otaku.
after the show, you want to go out and get some Kotakos?
I would prefer Kotako.
Oh,
honestly.
I'm sorry. I'm just here to derail this show all night.
Look, I don't speak weeaboo. If you guys do, I'm so glad for you. I'm so glad that you love Japanese culture so much and understand it. But I don't pronounce words.
Why do you think I just play Diva all day on Overwatch?
That's true. That's true. Okay, so in a statement to Kotaku, a company representative said from Blizzard, Bossland's entire business is based in cheating, and the use of their bots negatively impacts our global player community. That's why we do not tolerate cheating in our games, and it's why our players overwhelmingly support that policy. We've already won numerous cases against Bossland in Germany, where they're based, and despite their tactics to delay the ongoing proceedings and the related repercussions, we're confident that the court system will continue to validate our claims and ultimately stop the distribution of these cheating bots. Now, I think if you're going to release a one-paragraph statement as far as like, hey, we're in the right, they nailed it. Like, I feel like after reading that, I'm like, yeah, I'm on Blizzard's side. Like, so I don't know. I feel like Blizzard's going to come out on top of this just basically because of that first line. Bossland's entire business is based in cheating. It's going to be hard to sell anybody on the fact that it's okay to cheat. Like this company is trying to make money by cheating our game. No one's going to go, yeah, that's fair. They're well within their rights. That's just the way I feel. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, they're going to get, I think, very few sympathizers really for their trying to champion their cause. But Sex is right. The way they obtain the code is a little weird. Just because proprietary code is like such a touchy subject. I feel like within the programming community, like you don't just take code you worked on for a company and hand it over to some other company. But
well, the thing I'm a little confused on is, did this guy even work for the company?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I want to open up the article, but I did, and there's some like ad that plays, and it plays on stream, so that's gonna show up on the reporting.
Okay,
so I'm sorry for that, by the way.
He did. He was a freelancer for Bossland.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, and then offered him a deal, and what kind of deal Blizzard could possibly offer, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it was free lifetime stim packs, but
and then that brings up the question of what kind of contract did he sign with the German company? Like they could have some legal recourse to go against him now too. Which would be interesting.
Yeah. Go ahead, Zex.
No, I mean, yeah, he basically just coughed up proprietary code, and again, that's a touchy subject.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I mean, at the end of this article, it does state that Blizzard has previously won similar cases against other companies. So, I mean, on the grounds of fortuitous interference. Did I say that right? I don't know. But and copyright infringement. So, I mean, it sounds like they have legs to stand on because it's something that interferes with their product, and that feels wrong. But I don't know. We'll see, because I don't think it's, as far as I understand, there's never been like you said, Zex, like, and you guys just talked about, like a third party kind of introducing this thing. Like, all right, this is it's I don't know. It's a very murky and weird ground, and just covered in legalese none of us understand. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that covers that. I mean, I thought that was so interesting, and obviously a lot of other people do. It's pretty cool. Overall, I'm glad to see Blizzard go after people who are trying to cheat the system. I don't want to go into a game and have to deal with bots. It's not fun. I don't want to be on either side of it, and I'm in there because I want a 5v5 experience, and when someone's botting, you do not get that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we got a game portion coming up like real soon. We're wrapping this up. Jimmy, why don't you tell people what we're doing here?
Yeah, basically anyone who joins us in chat at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 Eastern, on Tuesday nights here on twitch.tv/BlizzPro. We invite you after this first segment to come join us in playing games. In the past, we've done custom games where everyone goes random. We've done draft games using the Heroes Draft website. We've done all sorts of various things. And anyone who wants to, right now, if you're in chat, just let us know and we'll get you into a group and we'll figure out what we're going to do from there. I think it looks like this week we are going to do a kickball style team. Apparently, I am one of the captains, and one of our patrons will be a captain. We'll determine that in just a little bit, but that also brings up our Patreon page, patreon.com/Heroes Power Hour. If you enjoy our show and wish to support us, any kind of monetary donation, yeah, is like super helpful to us. It helps improve the show. We can fund stuff to improve the show and stuff like that. All the details are on the Patreon page there. I will eventually have a screen for this, so it'll be a little easier for people to find who are watching the show currently. But yeah, that's it. I mean, we like to break the show up into a discussion segment, which is this first part you're listening to right now, and then a game portion, because we're talking about a game. We got to play the game at some point.
Yeah. And the patrons have priority. We really appreciate our patrons because it's
exactly
like we need this money, guys. Like they're just living life in general is expensive, and doing podcast is expensive. And when you need special equipment or if something breaks, anything like that, like you giving us $1 a month might not seem like it's much or worth it to you, but it means so much to us, especially if a lot of people give us $1 a month. And those people will have priority in these segments. Like we need 7 people after the game, and we'll have some fun 5v5s. If not, we'll pull in random patrons for matches, just quick matches or rank matches or whatever. But patrons will always have priority. So if you want that priority, go ahead and donate. I mean, I know Willie. He's new to the show. He needs this money, guys.
I gotta beat my. I know. Look at me. I'm not eating healthy. I'm fat. I had to shave and eat some of my beard this morning. It's all.
Guys, donate so he doesn't have to eat a beard. You wouldn't want anybody eating a beard, so why are you forcing him to?
Oh my goodness. You guys.
I think we sold that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Take me from beards back to White Castle where I
Yes. Both terrible options, by the way.
Yeah,
but you.
Also, just a reminder that we are a production of BlizzPro.com, and BlizzPro does have a hero section, heroesofthestorm.blizzpro.com. And I know Charlie and Zex, you both have put up various build articles, so if you're looking for hero builds, they break them down by talent tiers, why they pick those talents, why you would pick one ultimate over the other. And also, Alebeard is another one of our writers, and he has some really great overall articles discussing the game of Heroes. Like one of my favorite
strategies.
Yeah, one of my favorite ones recently was it's titled "Things the Pros Do: Attacking Walls," and he really breaks down why they do that and why you should be doing that as well.
Yeah, taking out a wall is important, and you can read up on that. And he's got another one recently. So you captured the objective. Now what? I mean, guys, he puts out great articles, and he really helps players. I've had people approach me like, hey, I watch these streams, and all they do is say, oh, GG, or oh, that sucked, or oh, this player's bad. They don't actually explain what's going on, and for new players, that can be frustrating. But Alebeard, Zex, and myself, we're here to rescue you and give you great articles so you can read them and learn how to play well. And that's what we do. We're doing that for free at heroesofthestorm.blizzpro.com. There's a joke, too. If any of us ask a question amongst one another, I did it earlier. I was like, hey, what do you pick a level 7 on Murky? What do you guys like? Willie immediately replied to me, oh, hey, I hear there's a great guide on heroesofthestorm.blizzpro.com. Go and check it out. Of course, I wrote a Murky guide a few weeks ago that slipped my mind, and it answered all my questions. And I'm playing Murky even better than I was before. And you can do that, too.
And that's another thing. Back to the patrons a little bit. a lot of the people we play with during the week now have been our patrons, and it's really awesome. I've met a lot of you guys through becoming patrons and played Hero League with a bunch of you and all that stuff. So I mean, it's also a really good chance to play Heroes of the Storm with us and with your fellow patrons, and it's a good place to find a group.
And
Yes.
if I do not have you on my friends list,
Mhm.
and you are a patron, send me your BattleNet tag. I will add you. I will play Heroes with you. I like playing Heroes. I like being annoyed by Heroes. I like winning in Heroes. I don't like losing in Heroes. But when I'm losing, I'm typically funny or something. At least
Yes.
Jimmy thinks I am.
No, generally, I trust me, guys. If you're donating just to play with Willie, it's well worth the price of admission. Best Chen NA. No doubt. No doubt.
I like Chen, except for his stupid lunar skin.
Hey. Flip kicks all day, baby.
Flip
So,
kicks.
what do we... that's going to do it, guys. I mean, I don't want to brag, but I think that was probably the best podcast ever recorded. What do you think?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
We can quit now. We're done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can retire the champions.
I'm going to flip a Jose Batista bat at JR because that podcast was so amazing. And I know he would appreciate that so much. So, anyways, yeah, we're going to move on to the gameplay portion. If you want to join us, message us in chat, jump in. We got that. If we get 7 more people, we'll do that kickball style draft, and it'll be great. And we'll figure out if we want to do all randoms or do Heroes draft, and yeah, it'll be good. And look for us every week at twitch.tv/BlizzPro. 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. Join us in chat. You can check out all of our downloads on iTunes or on. You can check out the video on YouTube, the BlizzPro page. Just type us in. If you want to give us an iTunes review, that helps us a lot. It pushes our Heroes of the Storm to the front and lets people know what we're doing. And yeah, I think Jimmy, you got anything to add? I don't know.
I think that's it. I think we had a really good first show back in the swing of things, and with the new group going on, refactored group.
Yeah.
I'm excited. This is fun.
Yeah, hopefully this all works out and we can continue giving you guys the BlizzPro Heroes of the Storm experience as only we can give it to you. Going deep, new meta.
Always deep.
Always deep, always true. Anyways, we'll see you next time.